Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a regular, thank you for returning. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a traditional Puerto Rican drink, and this drink is made during the holidays, Christmas and New Year's mainly, but all year round, it really doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make Coquito. So follow me for the ingredients and follow me for the steps.
One thing about Coquito is everyone has their own recipe, so there's no right or wrong way to make Coquito. So anyway, this is how I like to make mine. So let's get started. I'm using 1 can of cream of coconut. I'm using 1 can of coconut milk, 1 can of carnation milk, and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. You can add more milk if you want. You could add, whatever you want to add to this, you can. Make the recipe your own recipe. I'm using 3 cinnamon sticks, 1 nutmeg, whole nutmeg, but I'm going to grate it because I couldn't find the powder. So I'm going to grate probably about a half a teaspoon. I'm also using some ground cloves. If you find the whole cloves, which are clavos, then use it. You can use about 5 or 6. But I'm using the ground cloves because that's what I found. I'm also using 1 chunk of ginger. And I'm using 2 anise stars. You could add, like I said, make the recipe your own. So switch it up as you like. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using 1.5 cups of water. And for the rum, well, I have to add a Cuban flair to it. So I'm using Bacardi. And I'm going to use, I can't even tell you a measurement because I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to just pour it in and taste it as it goes. And when I reach to the point that I like it, then that's when I'm going to stop. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to get started by making a tea. And this tea is a tea that your mom usually makes when you're sick. And it's like full of spices. Well, this is exactly what I'm making. So I'm using the anise stars. I'm adding the cinnamon sticks, the ground clove. If you have clavos, the whole ones, the whole cloves, just throw them in here. 6 or 7, 8. I'm also adding a half a teaspoon of grated nutmeg. And if you have the nutmeg powder, just add as much as you want. I'm also adding in a ginger chunk that I chopped up earlier. Putting that in there, and I'm gonna let it boil for about 5 minutes, and then when it's a deep dark brown color, then I'm gonna cut it off and let it sit and steep until it cools down. Now I'm gonna get ready to start pouring my milks into the blender, but first I like to stir the milk in the can because it's been sitting. So I'm just gonna give a little stir to each one of them and then pour them inside. So now I'm going to pour in 1 can of cream of cocoa. And I like to try to get everything out of the can. Waste not, want not in my kitchen. And next, I'm going to pour in the coconut milk. So I just like to stir it up a little bit because it's been sitting on the shelf. Just to loosen up things. Okay, so that's 1 can of coconut milk. Next is my evaporated milk. I'm going to pour 1 can of evaporated milk, and you can adjust the amounts as you want, just if you want to add more. Now I'm pouring in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. If you want to double the amount, you can double the amount if you're making it for a larger group, so you can just adjust it accordingly. Okay, next I'm going to pour in some vanilla, and I'm just eyeballing it, so I can't tell you how much. I'm going to say maybe 2 teaspoons of vanilla that I'm pouring in. I have a little bit of condensed milk left in my can, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to pour a little rum into the can and try to get the rest of it out. Okay, so let's blend our milk. When it comes to Coquito, many people ask how long can you keep it in the refrigerator. I'm going to say safely up to 2 weeks. I wouldn't go past 2 weeks, but if you're going to freeze it, you can freeze it up to 6 months. Safely. So we're going to take this and we're going to pour it into this bowl. And now for the star of the show. And no, it's not the coconut. It's the Bacardi. Se forma la gozadera. And I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm not measuring it. And I'm just going to taste it as I go to see if I need a little bit more. And of course I'm going to need a little bit more. Yeah, that's about a half. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit and see what it tastes like. Oh, it smells so delicious. Oh, we forgot the tea. I forgot to put the tea in. So I have to add the tea to this. So now my tea has cooled off. So I'm going to strain it through a strainer and then pour it into my milks. So we're almost to the finish line. So I'm going to move this pot over here and I'm going to pour my tea into the milk. And then I'll be able to test my coquito. I have been dying to test this all day, so I can't wait to taste it. So this is our coquito now for a taste test. Okay. You want to be my taste tester? Coquito. It's too much or it's too little?
Too little.
Too little? Okay, let me try it first. Let's see. I'm gonna see it myself. If it's too little, then we go.
There's a tang, but it ain't that tang.
Oh, it's no tang.
It
It's no tang to the nothing. It's no tang. We need a cake. Hold on. Wait, I was being too gentle with it. Let me pour. Here we go. Pour, 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 pour. Chug, 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 chug.
It's supposed to taste like a shot.
It's supposed to taste like a shot, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's try it now. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, sorry about that. I think I'm getting too much Bacardi. I can't even look.
So
you know, I'm a lightweight. Okay, here it goes. I think this is it. Maybe just a tad bit more, but this really tastes good. You think we need to put a little bit more? This might be it?
That might be it.
This is delicious. Salud. This is so good. I love tasting this. Okay, so we did it. All right, guys. So that was it. So that's why you can't really give a measurement to this. You have to just eyeball it. Because if you give a measurement, it may not taste like enough rum in it, or, you know. So you got to just pour it in and just test it out. And that's the fun part. I need a, what do you call those things? A funnel? And I don't have one. So I'm going to do the next best thing. So I think we can get 2 bottles out of this. So what you want to do with the cinnamon stick that you had used earlier, you want to take the cinnamon sticks out of the tea and you want to put them into the bottle. And that way it gives your coquito a nice cinnamon taste. The longer you leave it in there, the better it's going to taste. Well, guys, these are my finished coquito bottles, and they are really pretty. And you can customize your bottle the way you want to and give them as gifts. And your family and friends will definitely love these as a holiday treat. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. Please stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Happy holidays, everybody. Gracias por verme. Feliz Navidad y Feliz Año Nuevo. Bye-bye.